He was arrested, and they didn't find any guns. Sad news to report tonight. A local civil rights legend has passed away.
Franklin McCain died late last night at a Greensboro hospital. He was 73 years old. McCain and 3 other North Carolina A&T University students ushered in an era of change in America by starting the nation's sit-in movement. Steve Crump has known him and covered McCain for decades. All new at 6. Steve joins us live in our studio with this story. I'm sure you've been touched by this, Steve.
You know, Mari, this is a tough one to report tonight. And Franklin McCain never held political office, but in this town, he was a legitimate power broker and kingmaker. His death has received attention nationally, and his presence will be missed locally.
Franklin McCain always had the ability to fill a room, not because of his size, but because people tapped into his humble spirit. 4 years ago, he was among those cutting the ribbon at Greensboro's Civil Rights Museum. It celebrates the sit-in movement.
That museum is my conscience, and it grades me all the time.
His life was changed in 1960 when he was a college freshman. McCain and 3 other North Carolina A&T students sat down at the old Woolworth's lunch counter in Greensboro so many others could stand up.
1 or 2 things were going to happen to me. I was going to jail for a long, long time. Well, I was going to have my head split open. I'd come back in a pine box. I mean, that was it. Those were the only 2 options.
They could have potentially lost their lives. We were in an entirely different era, an era of white supremacy.
Greensboro's tinderbox quickly spread to Johnson C. Smith University.
It was that moment when those brothers said, wait a minute, we got to do this. We can't wait any longer.
I never felt that good when I had my first son born or when I married my wife. I mean, I had nothing to top that feeling. But the one thing in fact, I felt invincible.
Lessons from these lunch counters brought teachable moments to Charlotte, the city that McCain called home.
His name meant something because of what he did and what he stood for.
His name and likeness lives on the North Carolina A&T campus, and Franklin McCain always believed that recognition brought added responsibility.
This is sort of an open-end, unpaid mortgage that I'll pay on the rest of my life.
An interesting way he described his life, and a great job in putting that incredible life into just a few minutes. I know you were with him on New Year's Day, Steve, and you've just heard from the family about the arrangements.
Was with him on New Year's Day and just got a text from Franklin Jr. a few moments ago saying that the funeral is going to be this coming Friday, a week from today, at Friendship Baptist Church on Beatty's Ford Road at 2 in the afternoon. But you talk about the visit that we had on New Year's Day. We made eye contact. He was hooked up to a number of machines, but his legacy is pretty amazing because I got to spend the day before at the museum in Washington, walk through 3 of the exhibits there, exhibits relating to both journalism and civil rights, and you see those pictures of Franklin as well as the other folks that participated in the sit-ins.
Well-told story, Steve.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for sharing with us. Time now for Tanya Rivens, who's over in the First Alert Traffic Center. Tanya?
Thanks, Paul, and your First Alert Traffic.